the two that I'm showing are from I suppose it's not a series even, but it's just a body of work which is related to the sea. They're related to similar issues of, I suppose, perception or
and location
and psychology and I know consciousness, and it's just how you try and provoke your viewer to maybe think along some of the lines that you're thinking of, because I think that's what they are in a way, a provocation to consider something rather than an end in themselves.
Why did you choose that kind of long panoramic format for this work?
Yeah, well, I've got this idea that you're getting something extra. It's like you're getting sort of more for your money, and it's like having the things, like catching something out of the corner of your eye, but just getting a more expansive view of whatever it is you're looking at. With the hand colouring, I mean, you have a control over how naturalistic or non-naturalistic you get your image looking. I wanted them to look odd. In fact, most things I've ever hand coloured, I've always wanted them to look just not look quite like reality. I mean, it could be like some kind of strange thing that goes on at sunset or at a certain time of day, but it's not like just, sunshine and green grass and everything looking normal. You have to get someone to look at it, and you can either go for like the confrontational thing, which is, here is something shocking and I will show you something and I confront you with it, and, then you come up with all the thoughts that you might have as a viewer of that. What I like to do is entice someone, to get them to want to look at it a bit longer, and they'll look at it once because they think there's something I recognise, and then I want you to look at it twice. I want you to get in there again, and I do that by making the colours not quite right. And then after that, I mean, it's up to the viewer to sort of accept it or reject it, and I mean, I can't really control it any more than that, except through title, and titling is how you give people clues as to what it is you're actually expressing in a visual work. It's like if True kind of gets a response from someone in some way, or even if they just think, why the hell did she call it that? I think that's working in some way.
How do these seascapes effectively relate to some of the earlier work you were doing with panoramic cameras of urban landscapes?
What I was thinking about when I was doing the urban ones was about kind of an ecological colonisation of a country, and I mean that was specifically relevant in New Zealand with the burning of the bush and converting it into pasture, and that degree of control over the environment, which I mean was necessary for various reasons, but it's always struck me as quite strange how people do want to alter their environment. And I suppose the water things are like, I mean, that harks back to the romantic tradition of, nature is big and it's out there and we're just a tiny, tiny little bit of it. I have the idea of what it is I'm trying to express, and then I find those images, and I mean, a lot of them don't work and you get rid of them, but I mean, it's like you suddenly, one day, you'll see the one that is one of the things that you're talking about.